Well, cancer has impacted so many of us, whether a friend or family member has been diagnosed, or perhaps you're dealing with your own battle. But it's always so inspiring to see communities come together to fight this deadly disease, and that's exactly what's going to happen next month at the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. And joining us today to tell us more is Jen Walker, Chair of Relay for Life for Wicomico County. So good to see you in historic Studio D. Thanks
Always
for
great
joining.
to be here. Thanks, Lisa.
Well, first of all, what makes Relay for Life different from other local fundraisers?
I think one of the things that personally for me is that it's an all-year event, completely volunteer-driven. Teams begin the day after the event ends and start working towards fundraising and putting together some neat ideas to build up their campsites. To the evening, of course, is entertaining, and which is unique for kids to really be able to get involved. We try and do all sorts of exciting activities overnight. So it's an overnight event, which is also a unique thing to have for any type of fundraiser. Usually, you have a few hours, but it's a pretty big event.
Yeah, it's always interesting how people try to outdo each other in events or like little games and things like that. It can be competitive. That means it's a lot of fun. Now, it's always also inspiring to hear some of the stories of survivors, because they have the Survivors Walk, and you get to talking to people. And I'm sure you've heard a lot of those stories.
Absolutely. Every year, you seem to run into somebody who has a new story to tell, whether it be that they've been involved, and my situation is similar. I was involved in Relay for Life for 11 years, had never had a family member impacted by cancer, and then all of a sudden multiple family members were diagnosed within a certain amount of time. So those kinds of stories happen all the time, where you end up finding family members or friends. We had an event recently called Paint the Mall Purple, where we tried to decorate the mall purple and promote Relay for Life. And you meet some amazing people out there that say, I'm a survivor, how do I get involved? Or my family members, we just want a way to stay connected. So there are some really unique stories, and you can only hear them if you come out to Relay.
Absolutely. Now, if you haven't been to Relay for Life, can you tell viewers what exactly goes on?
Sure. It actually starts on Friday, September 21st, and the big first event that we have is called our Survivor Reception, which begins at 3:30 that day, and the survivors will come and they'll have a nice meal for them and their purple t-shirts that say Survivor, which people are very proud to wear. And then it starts at 6 p.m. with our opening ceremonies, and then the Survivor Walk, which is the first lap that the survivors take with their caregivers, and it's just a very emotional lap for the survivors to take. If you're a first-time survivor, if you've been battling for 15 years, just a really great way to honor these people, and everybody's clapping. We have cheerleaders out there trying to say, keep going, stay motivated, you can battle through this. And then throughout the evening, we have a different ceremonies. A luminaria ceremony, of course. We have a bag here with us. It's the traditional lighting up the track with bags that look something like this, and you can purchase them for a donation. Lots of, again, activities that happen all throughout the night, and then we conclude at 8 a.m. the following morning. So some teams do stay out there all night, and of course it's a walk, so you're walking with your team. Some teams will carry what's called a spirit stick, where it's a promotion of your team. Every team has a theme. This year our overall theme is We're Wild About Relay.
Oh, okay. All right. It's a lot of fun. Now, they raise money. Where does that money go?
The money that comes from Relay for Life goes back to the American Cancer Society. And of course, within the American Cancer Society, you have a number of different areas that money can go towards. Of course, one of them being research. We always want to be promoting a way to eventually not have to relay for a cure. We just want to be relaying to honor our survivors. But so research is one of those areas. But programs, even some local programs that we have within this area, areas across the Bay that a lot of our local patients will go and receive treatment in Baltimore or Washington, D.C. So there's a lot of different programs within this area and within the surrounding areas that all of that money will go straight back into the American Cancer Society.
Is there a way that teams can raise money without going out and asking for money? Because there's so many fundraisers going on.
Right, exactly. I think one of the ways that a lot of teams will raise money is just by asking for a donation for these bags. Who doesn't want to honor somebody? A family member, a friend, somebody who wants to be honored or to be in memory of. So purchasing one of these bags is a great way to raise that money by not asking, just give me $10 or $20. You're actually getting something tangible from that. And I would say supporting some of our fundraisers that are going on throughout the year is a nice way. For instance, Sherwood this coming weekend has a car show going on, and you go out and you're participating in Relay for Life, but you're not actually at the event yet, and it might get you motivated motivated and kind of exciting. We also have a neat event coming up September 9th called Bark for Life, which is sort of like a mini Relay for Life, but it's all with dogs. So that's kind of exciting, and we hope that some people will go out, and of course everything's on our website. It's a good way to get involved, but not asking for $50 or $100.
Right. All right. So run down the event details for us.
Sure. So February. Here I am in February. September 21st. It's a Friday. 6 p.m. is our opening ceremonies, and of course Survivor reception at 3:30. And we will be again hosted, and we always thank the Shorebirds for having us at their stadium until 8 a.m. that following morning, and it is open to the public if you want to come and you're not registered for the event, from 6 p.m. to midnight. And there are a ton of activities. Bring the kids out. It is really for all ages. We have some Survivor games going on throughout the night, and it is a Survivor themed, like the TV show. So just a lot of exciting activities.
All right, and WBOC is a proud sponsor. Want to get that in. Thank you so much, Jen, for coming and talking to us about
Thanks,
Relay
Lisa.
for Life. Such a great organization. And if you'd like to sign up for the event or to make a donation, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab. Still to come on Delmarva Life, how can you ignite your imagination and stimulate your creative side? Get involved in the arts. Up next, how you can get the entire family in on the fun. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.